Hi, good morning. Welcome to free chair yoga from E18 Yoga. We're going to be in the garden today. Got a slightly different angle going on, so you may not be able to see as much definition on my face, but I'm hoping you'll be able to see my arm movement. It's because we're having the outside of the house painted, and where I would normally set up is where the painter and decorators have the ladder. So we're going to try it this way. So you've got a couple of minutes now before we start, and yeah, fingers crossed. I'm hoping it'll work. I haven't quite got the angle of the camera because my husband's disappeared and I don't know how to set up the camera properly, so we just have to wait and see how it goes. So you've got a couple more minutes to do the yoga. I'm doing it in my garden. Where are you going to do yours? And fingers crossed I'm on the right thing. I am. Helen, am I in the right place? Thank you, Helen. Yes, I am in the right place. I'm on E18 Yoga and I'm live. Excellent. Good. Because Charlie normally does this, but he's disappeared. So, here we go. Helen's here. Hello, Helen. How are you? I might have to take my shoes off at some point. I'm going to change this mat around so I've got something to put my feet on. I'm going slightly downhill, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I've got my sunblock on because it's very, very warm still. Even though we had the rain, it's still very warm. I've disappeared, haven't I, Helen? Sorry. Sorry. Oh! My mum can't do yoga this morning. So, you can see the tops of my hands. Excellent. Mum can't do yoga this morning. Oh, thank you for my heart. Because she's got a GP appointment. Why she couldn't have made it for another time, I don't know. Who else is with us? Holly Cox, you're not going to do yoga. And Dawn Sullivan. Dawn Sullivan and Helen probably. Holly Cox, you're just watching when you should be working because you're bored at work, aren't you? I know you, holes. It is so warm. And unless you're taking the day off to sunbathe in the garden. It's warm. Well, we've got about 1 more minute before we start. So we may have more people joining us, we may not. It's getting so warm. I'm watching for fun. Yes, Holes. I didn't think you'd be doing it, baby. Didn't think you'd be doing that yoga. What's that yoga stuff? Does it mean doing that? Oh, you got the day off, Holly. Good for you, darling. Make the most of this weather. Your garden's lovely, so you could get out there and have a lovely sunbathe. Just need to have the hose going so you can run underneath it and get cold because it is quite hot. I'm thinking that I'm in full sun. There was nowhere to put the umbrella that didn't leave me in full sun, so hey ho. Hey ho, too hot. Right, I think we're about to start. So let's find a comfortable seat on our chair. Make sure you're about a hand's distance from the back of the chair. Petal's come out because she's heard me talking about yoga, haven't you? Is that why you've come out? It's too hot, baby. Go inside. Too hot. If your hips aren't level with your knees, then stick a block or a book underneath you. Roll your shoulders back and put them in your back pockets. A little turn of the head from side to side. Make sure your tailbone is going down to the floor. Someone's obviously started to angle grind just as I've started to teach because that's what happens. And now Petal is laying on the painter and decorator's ground sheet that he puts on to put all his paint on, so he's going to have dog hairs on that. Hey. Okay, let's start to connect with our breathing. So remember, you breathe in and out through your nose. As you breathe in, feel the tummy rise, and as you breathe out, the tummy falls. Breathing in, feel the tummy rise, and breathing out, the tummy falls. Breathing in, feel the tummy rise, and the ribs expand. Breathing out, the ribs go back towards the spine, and the tummy is drawn away and away to the earth. Breathing in. Tummy rises, ribs expand, finally collarbones lift, As you exhale, the collarbones sink, the ribs go back to the spine and the tummy is drawn away to the spine. In time with your own breath, feeling your lungs expand front, back and sides as you breathe in and out through your nose. During our yoga class, we always try to breathe in and out through our nose. Listen to your body and practice yoga with how you feel today. Practice yoga with alignment and integrity. Make sure you're aligned from the hips up when we're seated and from the feet up when we're standing. This is your time, your class. Do what feels right for you. And yoga is a union of mind, body, and heart. I'm not sure how well this is going to work because I don't think you're going to be able to see me, but let's have a look. If I move it a little bit more to the shade. Can you still see me? Oh, hi Sue, how are you? Yes, that's a little bit better. Okay. Whew. And then as we're seated here, start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. Can you hear the sounds of the baby birds tweeting in the roof space? They're waiting for their parents to come and feed them. And then start to circle on your chair. So you can feel your seated bones moving as you circle round. And then go back the other way. And come back to center. And now we're going to turn this into a cat movement. So as you breathe in, you come forward, bring your chest through your hands over to the side, and then you round your back up, go all the way over to the side, and then as you're inhaling, you're coming forward, exhaling, rounding up. Get that spine waving through the movement. And then come back to center, and then we're going to go the other way. So inhale, coming forward, over to the side. Now exhale, round the spine, chin in towards the chest, over to the other side. And as you get here, that's when you inhale and bring yourself forward. Exhaling, pushing your spine back, inhaling, coming all the way round to the side. One more, round up towards the back of the chair, and inhale, come all the way forward. And then bring yourself to that comfortable seat on your chair. Breathing in and breathing out. Putting the shoulders in the back pocket. And then turn your head, chin on the shaft, to look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turn to look over your left shoulder. Make sure that tailbone's still going down towards the floor. Inhale, and then bring yourself back to center. Release your hands from your legs and make them heavy along your sides. And then a nice deep breath in, feel the tummy rise. And as you exhale, really blow it out. And your shoulders up to your ears. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. Relax the right arm down. Keep your ear over to the left. Relax the left arm down. All heavy. A nice stretch along the side of your neck. If you want to increase the stretch, take hold of the right ear with the left hand and just draw your head over to the side. Take your hand off your ear and allow your head to float back to center. A little roll of those shoulders back and put them in your back pockets. Rest your hands on your knees. Come to your neutral position. And then relax your hands down by your side. Inhale, feel the tummy rise. Exhale, the shoulders up. Right ear, right shoulder. Relax the left arm down, relax the right arm down. Open up your left side of your neck. Make the head nice and heavy. And remember, you don't have to, but if you want to increase the stretch, hold on to your ear and don't pull, just make the arm heavy. Petal. Sorry, she's just going down Kevin's bag. I think she's looking for sandwiches. What are you up to, missus? Are you looking for sandwiches in his bag? You won't have any lunch. And then release the hand down and then bring yourself up to center. It's too hot for dogs. Go inside. And rest your knees on your hands. Now we're going to roll our chin in towards our chest. Interlace our hands on the back of our head. Point the elbows down towards the floor and make the elbows heavy. Rolling. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Drawing the elbows down. Release your hands from your head and then bring your head up to center. Bring your hands to rest on your knees. And do a nice gentle seated twist now. So we're sitting nice and upright. Bring your right hand to your left hip and then reach behind you with your left hand and take hold of the side of the chair. And really work on drawing your left shoulder round to meet your right. Looking over the left shoulder. And breathing. And breathing and breathing and breathing. Are you still breathing? And then exhale and bring yourself back to center. That's a nice stretch, isn't it? We're going to do it again on the left side. So bring the right hand to the left hip and with the right hand you reach down and take hold of the left side of the chair as you look over the right shoulder. Drawing that arm back. Looking over the shoulder. I can hear those baby birds tweeting away. And then exhale and bring yourself back to center. Rest your hands on your knees and roll your shoulders into your back pocket. Tuck your tailbone under. Inhale here, and as you exhale we're going round to the first side again. Seeing if you can release a little more. Don't sit back, make sure you're sitting forward on the front of your pelvis as you turn to look over the left shoulder. And breathe. We're taking it nice and gentle. That breeze is very welcome because it's blooming hot sitting here. And then bring yourself back to center, shoulders in your back pocket. Oh, we're nearly there. We're going to go the other side. Left hand, right hip, right hand comes behind you. Lean forward slightly to increase the stretch and turn to look over the right shoulder. And then release and bring yourself back to center. Well done. Roll your shoulders back. Here comes the ankle grinder. I'm hoping I remember to put sunblock on the back of my neck, otherwise it's going to burn. Come on, son, move round. Move round so I get some shade. Now you've got a couple of choices here. You can hold on to the side of the chair, or the chair pad, or you can slide down the chair leg, or you can just rest the hand down. So we're going to breathe in and lift our arms up to the sky, and then the left hand's going to come down. Decide what you're going to do. Keep your tailbone tucked, turn your right palm so it faces front, and exhale. Take yourself over. Really push down with the left hip as we open the side of the body and breathe. Now where you go is up to you. You can hold on here and keep bending the elbow, hold on to the leg and slide down and let you prop, or just hang. Hanging's probably the more challenging. Still breathing. Oh, and bring yourself back to center. Shoulders back in your back pocket. I'm hoping you can still see me, even if it's in shadow. Inhale, lift the arms up. Oh yeah, I can still see my hands. And then the right hand comes down and over we go. Choose where you want to do. Hold on to the seat pad, hold on to the chair leg, or just hang. Petal having a little scratch. Roll your shoulders back and put them in the back pocket. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Let's move through our hands. So let's start to circle our hands. And then circle through the wrist the other way. And then circle the thumbs. And back the other way. Open and close your hands. Really like you're flinging water off them. And then give the wrists and the hands a bit of a shake, the arms a bit of a shake. Ooh. My watch is sliding down my very sweaty arm. You can't see, but these aren't tears. This is glowing a lot. Roll those shoulders back. And now turn your toes, so the tops of your toes, just on one leg are towards the floor. So we open out on the front of the foot. And then turn and do the other leg. Bring your feet flat to the floor. Now cross your right ankle over your left thigh and thread your fingers through your toes. So the palms of your hands is against the ball of your foot. Are you there yet? Sometimes they go through easily, other times they take a lot longer. And then start to circle your ankle, opening up on your toes. 3 times one way and then 3 times the other. And then push your toes towards your shin and pull them the other way. Push the toes and then pull them the other way. Push the toes back towards your shin and then open them up the other way. Last time, pushing them forward and opening up. And then release your fingers from your toes. Place your foot on the floor and have a look at your toes. Now my left toes are definitely more open than my right. And open, flexible feet means we can stay active for longer and we can do as much as we want for longer. And also, if you're a person who suffers with pain in the big toe joint, or bunions, I hate that word, bunions, such an awful word. This can help relieve the pain. So push your fingers through. Try and get the base of your fingers to the base of your toes. Sit up nice and tall. Could you see me slouching there? You should tell me off when I do that. And then start to circle through the ankle. Really pull it through so you can feel your ankle crunching and opening and working. Mine crunches because Well, all those years of playing netball and spraining my ankle. And then push your toes towards your shin and then open. Push and open and push and open. It's alright, Keelan, you can come in.
Alright.
Yeah, we're alright. We're just doing a bit of chair yoga. There's no food in your dad's bag, is there?
No.
Good, because Petal was nosing in there and I thought she was going to eat his lunch.
No, there's nothing in there.
She's got previous.
Just all tools, I'm afraid.
Poor Petal. Okay, sit nice and upright. Rest your hands on your knees. And we are going to do eagle arms. So bring your arms up at goalpost arms. Cross your right over your left. Bring the palms of your hands together. If you can't reach your palm, put your hands on your shoulders or bring the backs of the hands together, the palms of the hands together. Relax the hands down. Keep your knees level. We're not doing that bit yet, okay? So as you breathe in, you're going to lift up and look up towards your hands. And as you breathe out, you're going to bring yourself forward, yeah? Breathing in, bringing yourself up. Breathing out, coming down. One more, breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, coming all the way down. And then come to a neutral position, release your hands and rest them on your knees. A little turn of your head from side to side. Excellent, good job. Oh, roll those shoulders back. No more crunches. Goalpost arms. So we did right over left, so now we're doing left over right. Remember, hold on to your shoulders, backs of the hands together, palms of the hands together, whatever works for you. Lift your elbows up and relax your shoulders away from your ears. And we're going to start to breathe in and breathe out. As we breathe in, we turn to look up towards the hands and lift the elbows. And as we breathe out, curl the spine, chin in towards the chest, and take the elbows away from the head and the hands away from the head. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale, come down. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, coming all the way back down. I think that was 2. Inhale, come up. This could be 4. Exhale, come all the way down. Counting's never been my forte. Come to your neutral position. Release your arms. Roll your shoulders back and put them in your back pocket. Rest your hands on your knees just for a moment. Notice where you can feel the heat. I'm just feeling the heat in the back of my body because that's where the sun is. But if you're indoors, you'll feel heat building in your shoulders. Fabulous. Well done. Give the arms a bit of a shake. Now we're going to cross our right thigh over our left. If we can, hook your foot behind. If you can't, just cross it over. It doesn't matter, okay? If you can hook it behind the calf, then hook it behind the calf. If it doesn't feel comfortable there, just go for a simple cross leg. Sit up nice and tall. So I'm connecting my tummy with my thighs. Goalpost arms. Right leg's gone over, so right arm goes over. Remember, shoulders, backs of hands, palms of hands. And then we lift up on the elbows. And we're just going to stay static with this and we're going to breathe. Remember to breathe. Those baby birds are chirping again. Listen. And release. And come back to a neutral position. That's the second nest that's been in there. The first nest, the magpies, we think got the chicks. Naughty magpies. Roll your shoulders back and put them in your back pocket. So left leg goes over now. Remember, if you want to try and wrap your foot behind, you're more than welcome to. But if it feels really uncomfortable, then just don't do it and just have your leg crossed. We're sitting nice and upright, tailbone going down. Shoulders are coming up at elbows coming up at shoulder height, not shoulders coming up at elbow height. I suppose that works. Left leg's over, so left arm over. Remember, think about where you're going to hold. Shoulders, backs of hands, fronts of hands. Relax the shoulders from the ears, lift up the elbows, take the hands away from the head. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing is really important. If you don't breathe, you fall over. Oh, and then release those hands. Roll your shoulders back. Put them in your back pocket. Amazing. Good job. Well done. We're going to do a little bit more cat. Choices. Hands on knees or holding on to the back of your chair. So do a few with your hands on your knees, and then if you want to change to the back of your chair, you can. So as you breathe in, you bring your chest through your hands. And as you breathe out, you round the chest to the back of the chair, chin in towards the chest. Breathing in, coming through. Breathing out, rounding up. Breathe in, coming through. And breathe out, rounding up. And if you want, do you think actually that's a little bit easier? I want to make it a little bit more challenging. Breathe in, bring the shoulder blades together and look up. Breathe out. Pull on the arms, push the spine to the back of the chair. So breathing in, coming through. Breathing out, rounding up. A couple more here. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then coming back to your neutral position. Let's have a little roll back of our shoulders and put them in the back pocket. Make sure the tailbone is going down towards the chair. Lift up your right arm and then take it across your body as if you're reaching for that perfect iced drink, whatever that is. Hook your left arm underneath it and really relax the shoulder away from the ear. Point with your fingers and then turn your head to look over the right shoulder. This is an active stretch. Don't just sit there, be active with your stretching. And then release. Shoulders in your back pocket. Reach forward with your left arm now. Take it across your body. Hook your hand underneath it. Relax the shoulder down and turn to look over your left shoulder. One of the birdies has come back to feed them. They're going mental. And then release. Shoulders in your back pocket. Now I'm going to turn so my back is towards you. And what I want you to do is bring the tips of your fingers together and then bring the palms together up your back. If you can't do that, just take hold of opposite elbows. Draw the shoulder blades together. And from here, I'm just going to lean forward a little to increase the stretch in the front of the shoulders. See if you can get, if you've got your hands in reverse prayer, see if you can get the base of your fingers together. And then release your arms. So we're getting used to a little forward bend here. So now we're going to interlace our hands behind our back. So that's an interlace, yeah? So we're going to interlace those hands behind our back. Draw the shoulder blades together. Take your feet a little bit wider because it might help to bring you forward, okay? So you need to leave room for your torso to get in between your knees. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, lift up the hands and bring yourself forward. So you're looking back behind the chair and keep reaching with those hands. And then release the hands down to the floor and bring yourself up. So your feet are a little bit wider than your chair. We're gonna do a twist in a forward fold, okay? So we're gonna bring ourselves forward. If you don't like taking your head below your heart, just come forward to here, Okay, if you like going all the way down, you can slide your hands down so they're on the inside of your feet. Leave your left hand and move it to take your left hand and move it to the outside of your left foot. And then see if you can reach up with the right hand. A Malasana twist. If it hurts your arm, bring the hand into the back of the body and still open up the chest to the side. Keep your knees pointing the same direction as your toes as you inhale and as you exhale. And we're opening up to the side. Breathing in and breathing out. And then come all the way forward and use your hands to walk back up to your neutral seated position. Shoulders in your back pocket, they should be nice and open now. So take your feet a little bit wider than your chair, lean forward and bring yourself forward. So your hands are on the inside of your feet. And then take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. And then see if you want to open up your chest to the side. Remember, if your shoulder starts to scrunch, really think about reaching up and taking the shoulder away from the ear, or putting your hand in the small of your back, whatever you prefer. And then bring the hand down and bring yourself up. And back to your neutral position. Make sure your bottom is on the towards the front of your seat. You're still on your seat and your seat is there. And extend the left leg long. Leave the right leg either knee facing forward or turn the leg out slightly to the side. We're going to do a forward fold here. So just be careful and be balanced and just go as far as you're comfortable with. So lifting up the arms, we're going to come forward onto that leg. Turn that leg out to the side and we're going to start to slide our hands down the leg. Bring the toes towards you. Relax your chin in towards your chest. Oh, and then walk your hands up. If it's hard on your heels, put your block under your heels just to give it a little bit of a lift. And then the left leg's going out, right leg's turning out. No, right leg's going out, not left. We did left last time. Lift the arms up, reach out the pelvis and bring yourself forward. And then walk your hands back up. Have a little sway of the legs from side to side, taking your hips in the opposite direction to your legs. Brilliant. We're just going to do a forward fold now over our legs. So we're going to bring ourselves forward. Bring the hands down to the top of the feet and relax the head to the mat or to the floor, and then take the tailbone down towards the chair. We're going to do the horse pose now. I don't think we've done the horse pose in the chair, but just go with it and see how much you can do. If it's too difficult for you, you can bring it just to this where you just turn your feet out. But if you want to go a little bit wider, you step your feet wider, tailbone going down towards the chair, hands resting on the inside of the thighs. Toes turned out at 45-degree angles and knees are pointing to the same direction as your toes. Lean forward. And then dip your right shoulder towards the left thigh. Use your hands to push on the inside of your thighs to make sure the knees are still going towards the toes, and twist the right side of the torso down towards the right thigh, and breathe. Oh, that breeze is lovely when it comes. And then inhale yourself back to center. And then bring yourself forward, push into your thighs and take your left shoulder towards your right knee. Pushing your hands on the inside of your thighs to keep your hips open, and you're taking the left side of the torso down towards the left thigh and taking the right shoulder up towards the sky. Inhale yourself back to center and heel toe your feet in together. Good job, well done. That horse is tough whether you do it sitting on the chair or standing up. We're just going to do a little bit of strengthening for the legs. So hold on to the chair pad and we're going to lift the thigh up and put it down. So we're not doing too much, lifting the leg up and putting it down. We're going to do 6. So this is 2. This is 3. I'm lifting my whole leg off the chair, by the way. Still 3. 4. 5. And 6. Well done. So the thing about strengthening your thighs, it gives you the ability to stand up from the chair without using your hands. So we've just done a little bit of strengthening work, so we're going to see if we can do 6 standing up and sitting down. I'm not doing more than that because it's too blooming hot. Okay, so we're just going to stand up and sit down from the chair without using our hands to push up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Oh, I'm really hot. Can someone come here? I need someone to come and fan me. Raise up. No hope. Cross your right ankle onto your left thigh. Just going to sit here with it crossed here. And just give that hip a little moment to open. It does take a little while for those hips to open, okay? Let me just tell you that. You know what I should have done before this class started? Let's get a drink of water. Dying of thirst. I didn't realise quite how hot it was. And then start to lean yourself forward, resting your forearm on your inner calf and inner thigh, and just hinge forward from the hips and see if we can open that hip a little more. Those people who have lovely open hips, I am so jealous. I'm just saying, I am so jealous. Come on, son, move round. Oh, Mummy or Daddy's back feeding the baby birds. And then see how you feel, if it suits you. Bring your right elbow to the inner knee and your left elbow to the ankle. Bring your arms to Namaste and aim your chest for your hands for the center of your chest as you lean yourself forward. Anytime it becomes painful, so like a sharp pain rather than a dull stretch, then you take yourself back to the point that you started at, okay? If this hurts underneath your ankle, make sure you put a folded blanket or a cushion there. So here we go. If we want to go more, we take the underarm forward of the shin bone. And then we can take our hands down towards the floor.
may be able to move a little closer after a time. Oh, I've nearly got my right hand on the floor.
That is an improvement. Oh my gosh, I've just had a eureka moment. That is an improvement. It's my little victory dance. I can't tell you how hot I am. Luckily the sun's not on my face, it's just on my back, but oh my giddy aunt. Oh, good fun. I'm so pleased to just go out of the shower. Take your left ankle and put it onto your right thigh. And then we're just going to sit there and hang out for a little bit like we did with the other one. Listen to the birds tweeting. They're not quite big enough to stick their head out yet. Sometimes you see them and they stick their head out when they're calling, but they're not at the moment. I just hope those magpies don't come and blooming get them again. And then just start to up and down, just increase a little bit of the stretch on the inner thigh and the inner calf muscle. I'm hoping to have as much success with this as I have with the other side, that I nearly got my right fingers on the floor. When I get my hands on the floor, we're going to have a party, let me just tell you. And then right elbow, left elbow on the left knee, right elbow on the... Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a party on this side. And then bring your hands to Namaste and aim your chest so that your thumbs are pointing towards the center of your chest. You, butterfly, are a box caterpillar butterfly. We don't like you because your larvae eat all my box plants. Given half a chance. And then bring the elbows forward until you get, oh my giddy aunt, underarms.
No, they're not any even closer. Remember, if it's too much for you, come back to the point where it wasn't too much, okay? I'm just going to stay here for a few breaths just to see if it gives, only because I had so much success. But this side, not so successful.
Oh, lordy lord. Lordy lordy lord. That was tough. Oh, those hips. The hips don't lie, let me just tell you. Not in yoga. Bring your feet together, bring your knees together and sit nice and upright. And then take your hands and take them over your head. Tuck your tailbone down. Engage your core muscles, your tummy and the muscles on the sides and the back. Bring the knees together, squeeze them together, squeeze the ankles together. Bring your hands to Namaste. You thought I'd forgotten this one, didn't you? Lean forward and then twist to the side. Bring the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh and then push your hands into one another because we're aiming for the center of our chest. If something's too difficult or just too painful for you, or you can't do it today, then just sit there quietly with your eyes closed and visualize yourself doing this posture. Visualization is a very effective tool. Maybe I should visualize my hands flat on the floor when we do that figure of four stretch. And then release all the way down. And walk your hands back up. Oh. Shoulders in your back pocket. You know when you do something one side, you know you've got to do it the other side. Shoulders in your back pocket. Reach the arms up to the sky. Tuck the tailbone. Engage your core muscles. Reach up as if you're growing out of your seat. Bring your hands to Namaste. Hinge yourself forward. And then you're going to bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Push your hands into one another and open up to the left. Look down briefly to make sure your feet and your knees are level. Because if your knees are level, it means your hips are level. And keep breathing. I've got cramp in my right hip. Oh, you bugger. There we go. No, the cramp's still there. And yes, Dawn, I am taking my magnesium. I'm using my magnesium body lotion and my magnesium oil. So that cramp can go and do one. And then bring yourself forward. Oh, and come up to seated. Oh, my giddy aunt. That's a little monster, isn't it? It's because I'm sitting in the sun sweating so much, I'm sweating out all that magnesium. I'd like to say I'm glowing, but actually it really is sweat. We're going to do some breathing now. So we're going to breathe in, lift the arms up, breathe out, bring them down, thumbs to heart. So do it in time with your own breath. Inhaling, the arms circle all the way up. Exhale, the hands come back, thumbs to heart. Do a few more. So breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to do 3 more. 3. 2. 1. The parents are back again. Can you hear them? So noisy. I love it though. I do love it. So now we're going to reverse it up. So we inhale, push the hands away from us. Exhale, draw a nice big circle all the way around, thumbs back to heart. Inhale, and then exhale, coming all the way around, bringing the hands back, thumbs to heart. Inhale, a nice big exhale, all the way around, thumbs to heart. We're doing 3 more. 3. 2. 1. Good job. Rest your hands on your knees. Excellent work. Now you're going to bring yourself up to standing. Are you going to use your hands on the chair, on the seat pad? Oh no, you're not. You're going to bring yourself up. Well done. You can move around your chair or move your chair to a place that you can see me. I'm just going to move my chair here and hope that you can still see me. So I'm about a half foot's distance away from the seat of my chair, and then I'm going to breathe in, lift my arms up, and as I breathe out I'm going to swan dive down and bring my hands to the chair. Now if this is hard on your hamstrings, you can bend your knees one at a time and straighten them. You can bring your head down towards the chair as you do so. And we're just going to walk in place, stretching out on our hamstrings. We're trying to bring our tummy towards our thighs as we bend forward. If it's too easy for you, you can take hold of the chair legs at the bottom. Rest your head on the chair. Or if it's too difficult, you come up a little. Just go with whatever's comfortable for you. And now bring your legs to a neutral position, knees pointing forward. Inhale here and exhale, bring your nose to the back of the chair. Inhale, back to straight arms. Exhale, nose to the back of the chair. Breathe in and breathe out. From here, with your hands on the chair, you're going to step back into downward face dog. I hope you can still see me. Sorry about this. It's the best I could do. And then exhale, bring yourself forward into a plank position. Take your heels away from you, round up through the shoulders. Breathe here. See if you can hold it for 3 breaths. So breathe in and out. And then back into downward face dog. Bring yourself forward into the plank, turn your feet on the side and just see if you can open up into a side plank.
Hand comes down, back into downward face dog. Come forward in the plank, and you can see I've turned. If you want, you can step that foot, the left foot forward, the upper foot forward, and open up to the side, or you can have it on top of the other one. Hand comes down, back into downward face dog. And then walk yourself forward and roll up into a standing position. Put your shoulders in your back pocket. I'm turning my chair around so it's easy for you to see what I'm doing. But you can just move to the other side of your chair. Feet are parallel. We're going to come up on tiptoes and back down. Up on tiptoes and back down. And up on tiptoes and back down. Let's see if we can do one leg at a time. Up on tiptoes and down, up and down, and up and down. Swap to the other side. Let's go up and down and up and down. And up and down. Well done. Turn your chair around. Or go to the other side of your chair. You're going to put the right foot up on the chair, hands in your hips. Now this could be where you stay, or it could be that you just hover this foot up off the floor. Not the floor, your chair pad. And then you bring it down by your side. See, when I'm doing yoga, I look and I think, oh my God, they see that weed just growing through the box vegging. I just need to get it now. Do you ever do that? Got it now. Ha! Weed, I win. Left leg goes up. Press your hands on your hips. Decide what it is you want to do. Do you want to lift that leg up? Do you feel steady enough to do it? If not, just leave it there. Otherwise, you can even leave the chair foot on the chair and lighten the load in it so there's no weight going through the left foot, or lift it up. And rest the foot down. Good job. Have a little sway the hips from side to side. Let's do a few figure of eights. Get that lower back moving and back the other way. Ooh, look, a rose I need to dead head. See, this is the danger of doing yoga in the garden. Let's do some circles with the hips. And back the other way. And let's give the legs a little bit of a jelly shake. Shake, shake, shake. And then make yourself ready for relaxation. Oh, hi Angela, hi Nick May, hi Roger Marsden. Now I know some of those are just watching or have just tuned in for fun. Okay, so get yourself ready for relaxation. As it's quite a cold day, you might need a blanket, socks, cardigan, or none of those things. If you're going to lay down on your mat, lay down on your mat now for relaxation. Otherwise, we're going to come to sit in our chair. You can use the back of your chair to sit against. We don't use it in the rest of the class, but for relaxation we do. Sorry, but you missed those sneezes, haven't you? So if you're sitting on your chair, or even if you're on the floor, have your arms with the palms turned up. If you're seated, they're on the backs of the hands are on the thighs. If you're on the floor, your arms are away from the body with the palms facing up. And just make sure you're completely comfortable. If you do want to put, no, joking aside, if you're in the house and it's cool, you want to put a blanket over you or an eye mask on, please feel free to do all of those things. And then we're going to start to breathe in and out through the nose. Just give yourself a few moments to settle as you breathe in and as you breathe out.
And then start to focus on your breath as you inhale and as you exhale. As you breathe in, feel your tummy rise, and as you breathe out, your tummy falls. Breathing in, feel your tummy rise, and breathing out, the tummy falls. Breathing in, feel the tummy rise, the ribs expand, the collarbones lift. Breathing out, the collarbones sink, the ribs go back towards the spine, and the tummy is drawn away and away to the earth. And as you breathe in and breathe out, start to listen to the sound of your breath, like gentle waves on the ocean, as you inhale and as you exhale. And then start to be aware of the sounds that are close to you. The sounds immediately surrounding you. And then gently and slowly, don't force anything, just be curious. Start reaching out, hearing the sounds further and further and further away from you. And now gently and slowly, no rushing, start to bring those sounds back in, one step at a time, until you're back to the sound of your breath. And now, take the focus away from your breath and return to normal breathing in and out through the nose. And start to deepen your breathing in and out through the nose. wiggling your fingers and wriggling your toes. A soft turn of your head from side to side. And start to stretch. And move on the floor or on your chair, any way that it feels right. Gently open and close your eyes a few times. Give yourself a big hug. If you're on the floor, hug your knees in towards you. Open up your arms and hug the other way. And then rest your hands on your knees. Fully aware, relaxed, refreshed, re-energized and ready to start the day. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me with yoga this morning. I hope that the view wasn't too disruptive for you. If you liked the practice, hearts, thumbs up, comments, all those things help move me up the newsfeed. If you haven't already liked EO Team Yoga or left a review, that would be amazing. And I hope to see you here again next Friday. If it's something that you love doing, or if there's something you want to stretch a part of your body, please just message me via EO Team Yoga, or if you have my number, message me yourself, and I will try to add that into the yoga practice. So enjoy the rest of the day. I'm off now for a bowls match, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you, Helen. Lovely smile from Angela Sims. Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of you. I hope you had a lovely time. Thank you for any comments about the garden. Have a nice day. I'm off to play bowls. Cheerio.